Let's move on to the next one, which is buying cycle. So the question for this is there a way to shorten the length of time it takes someone to purchase upon discovering your offer?
Mhm.
Okay, so I love this question because one of my favorite diagnostics to help businesses run is what I call the one conversation, which is like a progressive video series that guides them through examining their customer journey. And once you've done this initial audit, there's a series of recommendations for growing your business. You can put more people into the journey. You can sell more, increase your average purchase price or customer lifetime value, sell more to the people who are already in there, or and actually it's all three. These are not mutually exclusive. You can also expedite that journey, right? It's like focus on if you know you need to get them from milestone to milestone, like your ability to lead your business is based on the forecasting that equation produces. But who's to say there's a margin of error that is amplified by the length of time in between those milestones. And so
Mhm.
the more you can accordion style shrink that down, the more successfully you can forecast the way that those leads and prospects are going to turn into customers. And the shorter you have, the less ambiguity you have in that journey. So do you have some suggestions for how people can shorten that customer that those gaps, or how they can accelerate that customer journey?
So the only way to do it is to become intimately familiar with the processes and look at where are their bottlenecks. And remember that there's both the customer journey as well as the hidden operational journey under the hood that the customer never sees. And sometimes that's where the most painful bottlenecks are that can have the biggest impact. Small hinges swing big doors kind of thing. So you may be able to fix something. Let's just say, for example, your sales reps are having
small hinges swing big doors.
Yep, I did steal that from Ryan Dice at a TNC one year. But it's so true. It's so true. You use massive doors and these little hinges, and you just got to know what they are. And so for your operations and what your people are dealing with, so something as simple as booking sales conversations. If you've got sales reps that are trying to book convos on the call and whatnot, could you give them a calendar link that they can now send their people, and people can book their own calls? That may shorten the buying cycle.
Yeah.
Another way to shorten the buying cycle too is, again, where you can have some kind of introductory or smaller offer. So maybe they're not going to buy, it's still going to take them a couple months to buy the $1,000 thing. And can you get them to buy a $100 thing before that in a couple of days?
That's a good one.
But that's if you have multiple offers. If you only have one single offer, and then of course there's ways to just build urgency. Run some kind of a limited time sale or promotion, or add value in a different way. So it's the same price, but maybe you get two of the things instead of one. There's ways to crank up the urgency. That's why holidays are really good to stand on. In fact, here's a holiday, Greg. Today is the official 5-year anniversary of PLS Consulting as an incorporated business.
Hey, man. Cheers to that. That's really cool. It's amazing how quickly it seems to happen, right? How months turn into years and years turn into more years. But for what, I don't know where you thought you would be, but I think being your own business for 5 years is like a milestone worth celebrating. So good on you, man. Congrats. And happy birthday, PLS Consulting.
Yeah. So, I guess let's keep moving on to the next thing. Is that the assisted transaction?
Yeah. Let me add something to the buying cycle one though. The reason I want to introduce this, or the reason that I think this is so important, is because I think there are probably a lot of small businesses who don't know how long it takes for their prospects to turn into customers. They don't necessarily know what their buying cycle is. And if that's you, that's okay, but it's time to fix it, right? So start to track when people enter your database, whether it's Keep or anything else, and then track when they become a customer. And then, once a month or quarterly or automatically, you can calculate the amount of time it takes in between those two junctures. And just by paying attention to it, you will start to notice, is it trending up or trending down? Like, what is the average amount of time it takes? And that's one of those metrics that you should have the pulse of, that gives you a pulse of your business, and you want to be driving it down over time, adding steps or finding bottlenecks or proactively, diffusing objections, right? Like those types of things to shorten that cycle. And there are more extreme things, like Paul said. You can create a stair step product progression. Like there's other changes, but it starts by recognizing this and measuring it. Yeah.